What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode 74 of the Daily Dose Podcast. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's going to be a great episode today, guys. Shout out to our sponsors, Complete Solutions LLC, as well as High Desert Style LLC. Tap in with High Desert Style if you need any hats, shirts, logos, anything like that. Complete Solutions LLC is serving Albuquerque and surrounding areas, providing residential and commercial remodel service, new builds, landscape. They offer a variety of services. Tap in with them at CompleteSolutionsNM.com. Obviously, we had a lot of fights over this past weekend. UFC Abu Dhabi delivered way more than I thought. Some pretty good boxing cards, some BKFC. They had a variety of stuff. And, of course, a lot of current topics. As always, let's get right into it, guys. Now, something that was interesting, they had an announcement on the broadcast. I believe they signed this French fighter, and he's fighting Dan Hooker. Let's check out Daniel Cormier's reaction to this.
Parnas has officially joined the UFC, and he will be
He's
facing
like,
Dan Hooker.
he like could care less. That does not make any sense. Now, Dan Hooker is a guy that always delivers. He's always, done a lot for the UFC. As far as, being willing to fight, put on fights. But, yeah, I mean, especially at this point in his career, I guess he's just more of like a stepping stone, see where these younger guys stand. Most of the time, if he's fighting anybody at kind of a higher level, it doesn't go too well for him, unfortunately. But he also has his own promotion, these 1-minute scraps. I don't know how profitable they are, but definitely super entertaining. Let's get into it. So we had the main event was Magomed Ankalaev versus Bogdan Guskov. Now, last week I was like, a lot of these names I don't really know. They kind of cater to the other side of the world. Pretty damn good card. And you know what? I kind of like when the cards are in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Get to rock them out and still, have the rest of the afternoon to do stuff. So Cody Gibson got submitted. That was a great fight. Now, something with this guy, Nurello Aliyev versus Mike Davis. Now, this is one of those fights where I'm there with Mike Davis, and we'll watch a video on his reaction. But if you do absolutely nothing but hold someone in position, you should lose the fight. This dude didn't try and submit, didn't try and ground and pound. He simply just tried to hold and hug Mike Davis as long as he could. So I'm with him on that. You guys know how I feel about it. The number one criteria is damage. So if you don't do any damage, I don't get how you could get the win. Axel Sola had a very impressive win over Ismail Bonfim, a submission. Bonfim's a very game opponent. That was a great fight. Sam Patterson put a clinic on Santiago Ponzinibbio. Ponzinibbio is just a dog. He was hanging in there, but he was getting beat most of that fight. He was throwing really, really wild, wide shots. And this other guy, Patterson, was just right down the pipe, 1-2s. I don't like the guys that really fight with their hands by their hips and stuff like that, but he had great range control, and in this fight in particular, anytime Ponzinibbio tried to advance, he stopped him with a jab, so that was a good fight. Dustin Jacoby, man, this Muhammad Sabadov caught him with a head kick and some punches. The first round was pretty entertaining, pretty close, back and forth. And he just got caught, man. This dude was slick, though. He was fast. Shout-outs to him. To headline the prelims, Walter Walker. This is getting ridiculous. His 5th submission in a row. Calf slicer. Guys, a lot of you heavyweights that skip jiu-jitsu class, just stand up. You know what I mean? Just don't engage. Like this dude, Thomas Peterson, he got to a point where he rolled out of the leg lock, and he just stayed there too long. Guys, stand up. Put your weight forward, then you can stand up. If you leave your leg out with someone who's good at stuff like that, that's what was going to happen. But, yeah, it turned into a calf slicer because Buddy just kept his leg in there way too long. Stand your ass up and get out of there, man. It drives me crazy. Tyrell Fortune ended up getting TKO'd. I didn't see that coming, but this Rizvan Kunev, this guy was impressive. He was swinging, man. You know what? In this one, it could have been called. And that's the one thing boxing does versus MMA. This guy's corner could have called it in the second. Like, Tyrell was getting beat that whole fight. So I get it. MMA, it's different. There's more ways to win. But that's one thing I would challenge some of these MMA coaches and corners to do is that if your fighter's getting absolutely, like Calvin Kattar, when him and Max Holloway fought. No reason why that fight shouldn't have been called. Calvin got his ass whooped from bell to bell. You know what I mean? And then at lightweight, you had Magomed Zainikov. He beat Damian Rezapiki. Unanimous decision, 30-27. Did his thing. Now in the co-main event, Razmanov Timonov. I don't know if he trains at Alpha Male. Seemed like he did, but he KO'd Steve Ursig. That one was brutal. This kid was fast, explosive. I think he's like 24. He was swinging heat. Every time he landed on Ursig, it was having big effects. That kid was impressive. Like I said, this was a really action-packed card. And in the main event, Magomed Ankalaev defeats Bogdan Guskov by TKO in the 5th round. This guy was hanging on, had a couple moments, nothing really crazy. I mean, even for Magomed Ankalaev, it's not like when you look at his legacy, I'm not like my hair was blown back. Like this was some crazy, impressive win for him. You know, he kind of just wore on the guy and overwhelmed him, but, you know, that's the way it goes. That's not his fault. Pretty good card overall in Dubai. Man, in Abu Dhabi, I definitely want to pull up to one of those. That would be really cool to check out. Be there live, kind of, you know, feel the vibe. Let's check out Mike Davis's vibe before we go over this next weekend's card.
I thought you were cutting wrestlers, bro. All they do is suck dick for 15 minutes and then don't even let you finish. Like, what are we doing? You've been cutting undefeated people on streaks all the time for wrestling. This isn't... I wanted to fight. I felt good. I took this fight. I'm sick. I've been sick all week.
So he's just not happy. But I get it. Like I said, he's totally right. If you want to just have a wrestling match, head over to RAF. They've been putting on some crazy cards. Heard they've been paying pretty good. But, yeah, man, that's whack for you to do the fans like that. You know, people that support you, whatever it may be. So this weekend, we have our first card in Serbia, Belgrade, Serbia, headlined by Uros Medic and Daniel D. Rodriguez. Now, keep in mind, guys, I was one of the first people that reported that he was in a Mexican jail. Go back and look at the pod way before people even knew that he had disappeared. And hate to tell you guys, I was right. Just kidding. But, all right, let's get into this. Oban Elliott, that's going to be a good fight. Dennis Bazooka and Bogdan Grad. That's going to be a good fight. Ludwig Klein's on there. Alexander Rakic versus Marcin Tybura. He's jumping up to heavyweight. Man, I definitely don't like that for him. I'm taking Marcin Tybura in that one all day. Co-main event, Navajo Sterling and Jan Blachowicz. I'm going with the up-and-comer, Navajo Sterling. He's on fire. He's got some good momentum coming, and, you know, Father of Time gets them all. In the main event, I don't really know much about this Eros Medic. Let's check it out. Who has he fought? Obviously, we know what kind of fighter Daniel Rodriguez was. I don't know that little bit of time did anything. So he's beaten Geoff Neal. He lost to, he beat Gilbert Urbina. He lost to some random, beat Tim Mean. So, decent guy. I mean, he has some pretty good fights. I think this will be a good fight. I'm rolling with D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez. It'd be cool to see him pull it off after kind of what he's been through this year. We'll see how it goes. Whoo, we got a big announcement now. We'll see if Dylan Dipshit Danis actually makes it to the fight. Dylan Danis versus Mike Perry has been announced in MMA. Obviously, Dylan is going to be shooting for his life. He'll probably butt scoot over to Mike Perry, fall to his back, pull guard. There's a 0% chance that Dylan Danis is going to try and stand up or stand and bang with Mike Perry. I would be shocked if he makes it to the fight, no lie, because on the opposite end, if he's not able to get Mike Perry to the ground, he is getting an ass whooping. Mike Perry does not play. He actually has decent wrestling takedown and jiu-jitsu, so I think it'll be a little harder than Dylan Danis thinks, but overall, I mean, he could definitely do it, so we'll see what happens. But I would love, man, there's nothing I would love more to see Dylan Danis just whoop the shit out of, Mike Perry whoop the shit out of Dylan Danis. So we'll see what happens. Check this out, guys. Trump was hosting an event, and he talked about the UFC White House card. Let's check this out.
And other areas were drenched a few miles away. We didn't have a drop of rain. And it was absolutely one of the most incredible things anybody's ever seen. People said it's one of the most incredible nights of their lives. So just remember, before I came along, if you wanted to see someone lose consciousness on the South Lawn of the White House, all you had to do is ask Joe Biden a question. Remember that? Oh, you think?
Oh, you guys can't lie. This dude be throwing some crazy shots. He said that the only time that you saw someone unconscious on the White House lawn with Biden in office was when people asked him a question and he fell asleep mid-sentence. Oh, stuff like that is crazy. People get so hurt, but I mean, that dude is wild. Like, settle down, Donnie. Now, Merab versus Henry 2 announced an RAF. You got Larry Wheels versus the real Tarzan. I'm curious why they redid this Henry one. I'm guessing because he was winning and then Merab decided to get serious. I really didn't see a need to run it back, but they got some other celebrities on that card as well. Let's check this video out. I think it was from the Australia card. This says UFC fan woke up in the back of a truck. Obviously he was drunk, but based on the accent, I was like, I think this is a damn from the Australia card. Let's check this out.
Oh yeah, tailgate. Yeah.
Oh, the tailgate?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Imagine you got drunk as shit at the fight. You pass out in the back of some truck in a parking lot. And next thing you know, you're in some random person's backyard. Oh shit, that is crazy. I say Australia because that goofy ass hat, but who knows? That is just crazy. You're like, where the hell am I? Buddy had a few too many drinks, huh? Now, over the weekend as well, we had Spence Jr. versus Tszyu. Before we get to that, we had some drama, leading up to it. Fulton Jr. What the hell were you doing, buddy? He came in ultimately, I guess, like 9 pounds overweight, I want to say. I heard it was originally agreed at 130. Then, when it was getting close, they switched it to 133. And I believe he came in at 139.5. That is so disrespectful to fans that came out there. Obviously, the fight was canceled. To your team, anybody who came out went all the way to Australia to support you, and you couldn't even come close to making weight, buddy. That was some bullshit on your part, Fulton, and I definitely know you let some fans down. So, as well as Jamal Charlo, I don't get it, man. He couldn't get into the country for whatever reason, couldn't get his visa approved. His fight got scrapped. It's absolutely insane that 2 of their biggest fights like that fall off, and they still were trying to charge $70 for pay-per-view. Guaranteed it didn't do more than 40,000 buys. I mean, that's ridiculous. Who's going to pay for that? Anyways, let's check out this knockout. There was actually a sick knockout. I believe this was the co-main, so let's check this knockout. At least, that was pretty decent. Oh, that boy was out of there. That was just, yeesh, that was nuts. I mean, dude was flat. Again, that's awesome for entertainment, but hopefully that guy's okay. That does some serious damage. Let's check out some highlights from the main event here.
To lead from Tszyu against the center. He catches it.
I don't know. I guess that's a Texas thing. What's up with the tail? When you come out with the tail like that, you deserve a beating.
These guys have exemplified better defense.
Just kidding. But yeah, it's, you know what? And I hate to be that guy, and I was talking about this with one of my friends, is it really could be from the car accident. From the car accident, from those eye issues, like, Spence Jr. has never quite been the same. He's jumping up weight classes. I get it, but he's just never quite looked the same. His reflexes aren't there. His, awareness, his balance, he's just kind of in there, So he did announce his retirement. Shout outs to him. He still had a great career, but it is what it is. Boo Boo Andre. Let's check this out. And I'm going to get into kind of some stuff with this, but he had a crazy KO against some cab driver. Let's check it out. Ooh. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Man, it's a knockout, right? And we're going to go over a couple other things. So let's check it out. Tyson Fury had a knockout win as well. I believe he stopped some 49-year-old fucking literal cab driver. And then as well as Anthony Joshua. So he gets dropped in the second, ends up coming back, dropping, or gets dropped in the first, comes back and drops his guy in the second. Now, boxing is so bizarre, right? Imagine like Merab Dvalishvili or like Rob Whittaker. Imagine their next fight being in PFL and then their next fight in like Cage Warriors. Like, this shit is just so bizarre. And boxing just truly doesn't make any sense. These guys are just fighting for paychecks. That's cool, but zero entertainment. All three of those fights went absolutely how they should have. Absolute bums, and it's just crazy. You would never see some shit like that in the UFC. But, you know, that's just my opinion there. Something that was pretty crazy. I didn't see the other one. I know both Vargas brothers fought in some bare knuckle this past weekend. I believe both of them won. This was a Motto's fight. Let's check this out. Ooh, he gets kicked out of the ring. Okay, he does a little dance. He's like, no problem. This is in the first round, keep in mind. Oh, straight right just put that buddy to sleep. Shout outs to Amado Vargas and his brother just for having the balls to get in there. But that was a beautiful, beautiful KO. Check this out, guys. I saw some fights coming up. I was like, you know what? These are some pretty good fights. We have Brian Ortega versus Renato Moicano 2 coming up. I don't know. I mean, that's, you know, I think Renato's definitely been better as of late. Brian Ortega's just, I feel like he's just kind of at this level. You know, like he was always a guy that was just always dependent on his jiu-jitsu. And if you really look at a lot of his wins, his jiu-jitsu got him the win, but only after taking absolute beatings. I mean, this guy would just hang on and almost wear people out to where he would end up getting the submission. So he's always kind of been the same. His striking never really, you know, got that good. He always seems dialed in camp, but then he has excuses when he loses. So I don't know. I'm picking my man in that, my money man, Renato Moicano. You got Patricio Pitbull versus Do Ho Choi. I think the Korean Superboy is going to knock Patricio right out the UFC. But that's just me, guys. We'll see how it goes. Now, you guys know I talk about him on here. My boy Yi makes history as new box office numbers reveal his SoFi Stadium concert grows to record-breaking $16.3 million each night. Him rocking out, jamming on top of that. I mean, come on, guys. Like I said, everybody just loves to hate, right? And I know he's done some stuff like I don't agree with everything. Everybody loves to hate and kick people when they're down, but they never like to show when people rise back up. So that boy still sells out stadiums and puts on super dope shows. So you guys better get with it. Shout outs to Yi. Now, Diddy update. Man, he's having a tough time here. Saw a picture of Diddy. Check it out. I thought he was supposed to get out this summer already, honestly. Diddy thrown into solitary confinement after getting into a fight with another inmate who dissed him at Fort Dix Federal Prison in New Jersey. Diddy is now scheduled to be released from the feds in February 2028. And he's looking rough. Gray hair. You know, can't get all those fancy products in prison. Man, that is just tough. But what can you do? Now, it's been confirmed that Bud Light dropped Dustin the Diamond Poirier after his, you know, incident with what he said and everything. Huge ball drop. Besides Bud Light, every single person has embraced Dustin Poirier. People that really know who Dustin Poirier is and how he conducts himself majority of the time. And so many of you dorks act like you've never gotten drunk at the airport and said something stupid. I mean, I've done that a few times in my life. You know what I mean? Unfortunately for DP, it was just on camera. But guys, that's way common. Like, Buddy was having a tough day, had a few drinks on the road alone. You guys are acting like he did something super crazy, man. He beats the shit out of people for a living, or used to. You know what I mean? So some of you guys are just dorks. Check this out. This is an absolute hell no. This is in San Antonio. This Texas roller coaster goes 70 miles an hour and drops off a cliff. Let's check this out. Oh, no. Shit. Oh, no. I mean, I probably would go on it just for the thrill, but that is nuts. Some of these things are getting crazy. You guys got to look up some of these amusement parks out there, like in Dubai and Abu. Oh, no, sir. They have some crazy, crazy stuff, but this one is definitely dope. Was that the cliff that already dropped off? Yeah, I think it was in the beginning, but man, oh, no, it's right here. It's right here. Oh, no. Oh. Some of these are just crazy, crazy. But, yeah, like I said, I don't mind roller coasters. I mean, they're just crazy. And, you know, that feeling when your stomach flies out, that shit sucks. But I just don't do spinning stuff. Spinny stuff that gets you all dizzy, I'm not down with that. But that shit was absolutely crazy. Now, you guys want to see a funny trend I've been seeing, and I totally would be down to do this. So if you need these services, let me know. But these videos been going around, and basically people that are having squatters stuck in their house, they're hiring people to move in. They're hiring people for all sorts of stuff to try and kick squatters out of their house. I'm like, that is such a great idea. Check this video out.
What's going on in my house? Everybody, the squatter's here!
This lady's like, what's going on in my house? Even though she's a squatter. These guys set up a pool like in the living room.
Out of my house!
Is this the pool party?
Yeah, it's a pool party.
Oh, that is just crazy. But yeah, like I said, it is insane. You know, there's a lot of good things in America and a lot of rights and freedom and stuff like that. But it is absolutely insane that someone could just squat in your house and just take that shit over. You know what I mean? Me personally, it would go left for those people. I'll just tell you that. They would definitely be up out of there. But it's just crazy that, again, you have to fight someone to get out your damn house. Like what the hell are you talking about? And why would someone even want to do it, you know? So, shit is crazy. Now, what else? Oh, so we all see these videos, right? And these women with their husbands, with whoever, they will be at a Chris Brown concert or Usher concert or whoever it may be. And this guy, check this out.
This bitch got me fucked
His
up.
chick
She
was
think she
acting
could get on
crazy at
stage
the
with
Usher
Chris Brown.
concert,
Take you down,
and he
huh?
gave her the boot.
Take you down here. Here's the rest of your shit.
He's
Got me
like,
fucked
all
up.
your shit's ready for you. And again, he's not wrong. It would be so crazy, the opposite. If there was some hot chick and a dude went on stage, the wife would absolutely lose her shit. But it's always a double standard in that sense. Oh, she's having fun, this and that. Hell no. You start making out with Usher or somebody at the concert I paid for, you better go home with him, boy. You better get up out of here with that. Real quick, guys, if you've listened this far, I just want to say I really appreciate the support. Just reached 300 subscribers on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate all the support, guys. Let's get back into it. And before we get out of here, guys, we got the crime of the week. Now, this one, shame on this guy. DC area basketball coach and 5 of his team players arrested for stealing like $40 worth of snacks at a 7-Eleven in Florida. Come on, buddy. I mean, if you want to be a bum, damn, I get it. But you're going to lead your students or, you know, your kids to do this with you. You didn't have $40 to buy everybody some snacks. Man, shame on you. Terrible example. Getting these kids in trouble. You know, I heard they were all arrested and so was the coach and everything. Just terrible, man. Shame on you. No way to set an example. Definitely, man. Come on. That was a great episode today, guys. Lots of current topics. Went over all the fights from this past weekend. As always, we're going to get out of here on the message of the week. And we have a fresh message yesterday morning from Coach Prime. Let's check this out.
Wherever you at, I know it's hot. Not weather-wise, but life-wise, it may be hot. But you got this. The devil done turned the temperature up on you. But you got this. Oh, you sweating bullets. About to pass out. Don't think you could give it no more. Or any more, so to speak.
You got this, guys. Beautiful message from Coach Prime. just remember that. You may fail 9 times and be successful on your 10th. Change your whole life. Never stop chipping away. Be positive, even in the bad situations. I've had some of the highest highs and the lowest lows in life. And unfortunately, we can't write our story. We can't decide the chapters, but we can live it our best, enjoy it as much as we can, and try to fulfill whatever it is we want to do in life while we're here. Really appreciate you guys. Episode 74 of the Daily Dose podcast. Shout outs to Complete Solutions. Shout out to High Desert Style LLC. Thank you for all the support, guys. If you want to sponsor the podcast, you can reach me at the Only Daily Dose Podcast at gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next week, guys, and we're out.